A constructor is commonly used inside a class. The constructor's main obligation is to participate in the creation of a class and perform all the needed initialization. The constructor itself consists of the init method, so we have underscore underscore init underscore underscore, and it must have at least one parameter. Its mandatory parameter called self, but you can give it any other name. However, you must follow it every time. First, let's create a class called example. So we have our keyword called class, then the name for our class called example, colon, and here we have the first example of a constructor. So we have the keyword called def, then we have underscore init underscore underscore. So we have double underscore, then init, and then double underscore again. Then inside the parentheses, we have the self parameter as an argument, the mandatory self parameter. Then we have colon. Then inside our constructor, we have the print function. Then inside the print function parentheses, we have a string data type called test1 as an argument. Now, as you can see, it looks very similar to a function. However, when a function is placed inside a class, it's called a method. Now, you can call it a constructor, or you can also refer to a constructor, the init method. Then outside our function, we'll create an object called a. So we have our a variable, then we have equal sign, the assignment operator, to which we will assign our class called example. So we have example, empty parentheses. So we have just created an object called a. Now, one more important note. There is no need to invoke the constructor independently, as it is invoked implicitly and automatically upon the creation of an object. So by creating the following a object, we will have test1 displayed in our console. As you might remember, in order to have the print function parentheses argument displayed in our console, it's mandatory to invoke the function itself. However, we don't need to independently invoke the init constructor method in order to have test1 displayed in our console. By just creating an object A, we will have test1 displayed in our console, as it is invoked implicitly and automatically upon the creation of an object.